Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Darcy and I'm trying something I've not tried before, so I figured it would be a good idea to get it on camera. So there may be some movement happening, sorry about that. So far what I've done here is I did the 3-hole pamphlet stitch in each of these, and then in the middle I did a hinge, which I left some space on the end so that I wouldn't have any ripping, so there'd be, room to move. Since I'm not doing single pages, I did 2 signatures that way. So now I'm got my covers, and I think what I want to do, we'll find out when I get to the sewing machine. Well, I'll probably tack it down first so that it will stay where I want it. And I'm going to overlap on the top and just cut off what I need if I need to cut anything off. I'm going to line those up right there. Her face will get covered just a little bit, but this is going to be loose too, so if somebody could even just have it kind of up a little bit, because I want to sew right where that line is. Let's see, so I need some glue, don't I? Since I'm also sewing, I'm not going to worry too much about using what do I want to say? Oh, like the Fabrifix, the silicone glue. I'm just going to use this for right now because it will dry quickly, which is what I want, so I can get under that sewing machine. Let's make sure that this lines up right on the outside edge of the that's mailing tape that's under there, by the way. That's mailing tape. And then I want to go to the other side of this, and how much I need in there is going to depend on this. And of course this is before I fill it, so that's a little iffy, but so I'm sure I have way too much of this right now, but I can always cut it down. I want to give a little bit of give in here, not too much though. Alright, that looks like it's about right. So I think I want to go ahead and rip this right there. Of course, now that it's attached to the other side, it's a little harder to work with. Yeah, and we will have some nice long fraying on the ends, so. Oh, I hate when that happens. Alright. It just will help if I, wait, which way am I going here? That's the top, okay. So this is how we want it. This is how we do it. Alright. So now I'm going to glue this onto here. It's kind of weird to go from listening to an audio book to the complete silence. But I was thinking, I haven't really gotten much done, and I think part of what's stopping me is not having my covers. So I came out today and I went ahead and I've had this cover undone for a while, and then I've had these pages picked out, so I came out, cut them, bound them, put my hinge in there, and I'm not sure if I'll put another. I might end up I might do a fabric hinge on the sides here maybe. I was going to do this paper. I was just going to fold it like that and glue it to the side, but I'm not sure if that's going to be strong enough. So I may end up doing a fabric hinge on the inside as well. In which case I kind of want to, sure, let's do that. I want to have it sewn down on this side like that one will be. So let's see. I need it to be That's fine. Let's see. I just need it to be as long as these. That's all. So, one. Or a little smaller maybe, but it's all right. And then I'm going to line this up here so that it doesn't come out on the other side. I'd rather it come in a little than go out, which means I actually want to cut this a little bit more, which is going to be really hard to do. So I'm just going to cut it, I guess. It doesn't look straight. Of course this fabric wouldn't want to cut straight, right? Alright, I really need to find where my my rotary cutter, that's where I need to find. Alright, so right now I just want to glue this down so that I will be able to sew it down at the same time as the other one. I've seen people be able to sew through a little golden book, so fingers crossed that I will also be successful and not break my machine. Alright, and I just got to remember not to sew that part, because that part will go on the book itself. It's still a little longer than I need, I'm sure. But it's all right. This is just something I'm trying. All right, pull this up so I can see where it ends. Now I have songs in my head, I don't know why. I'm sure somebody's done this before, but not me. I have not done it before. I need to cut this one down a little bit too. It's a little too long. Please rip. Nope, don't want to rip. Once again. Does not want to rip. So I will have to cut it. Okay. Whoops, I don't want glue in there. Nope, 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 nope. I don't. That's just being difficult. Just for, since some of that glue came off, let me add some more glue there. This is very stringy. I don't think I sent Cheryl any of the black. No, I didn't. Sorry, Cheryl. There we go. I'm going to let that dry for a minute, and then I'm going to sew at least here, possibly here, maybe a couple strips here, which will hold the fabric onto the book really, really well. I want to leave this loose though. This one I don't care as much about. I do want it sewn down so these will stop fraying at some point. Let's see. And then these bits are going to be sewn, not sewn. Yeah, now that if I hadn't already done the pages, I'd be able to sew them, but they will be glued onto the other page. And I may, oh, you know what I should do? I should sew like a piece of cardstock in there so that it will have something stronger to glue. You know, that way if it's sewn onto the cardstock, let's see, that's plenty big enough. Let me give myself a book. Quite this, wait, what am I doing? This I want to cut down just a little bit. And then I'll give myself about 3 inches, I think. And whatever I have, let's see, is that long enough? Too long? I can just fold that bit over if I want to, and it will go like that. Or if I don't fold it over, it'll still be fine. I think 3 inches is good. Alright, so I'm going to sew this piece of cardstock on there. So let me get I'm going to pause while I set up my sewing machine. Let me glue these on here real quick. Let's see. I'm going to give myself a little bit of, if this is where that ends, then I'm going to give it a little bit of wiggle room and come up about a 1/4 inch here. So figure out how I want to sew that on there. Too bad I don't have little ghosts, right? So about a 1/4 inch, I said. Kind of like, well, a little less, somewhere between 1/8 and 1/4 is what I have going there, I think. This does not want to stay down on that. So, and once it gets the book in there, it's really not going to want to. So, hence the sewing. There we go. That'll be good, I hope. Just figured if I want to try something new that I've never tried before, in case it works, fingers crossed it'll work. In case it works, I want to have a record of how it's done. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Okay. I am going to let that glue set for just a minute, but it'll take me a minute to get my everything situated, so I will pause while I do that. Hope we can see this well enough. I guess it's most important that I can see it. Alright, I want to do zigzag. I'm going to do 2.5, 2.5, so that's number 4 on this machine. And I'm hoping my tension is okay for this. I'm going to start with the back cover. Actually, I'm going to start with these little pieces right here, because then I don't have to worry as much. Oh my goodness, it's been like a week or more since I have sewn anything. And of course, I've got stuff back here in my way. Of course I do. Would I be me if I didn't? Okay. There's that piece. Let me do the other end of this piece. Let me see how it's, okay, good. I need it to look decent on both sides, that's all. More stuff. Oh, thought I heard that buzz a minute ago. My son's Dexcom. That time of day where he tends to have high blood sugars. So this is the part that's going to get glued onto this here. Onto there, which covers that whole page, which kind of makes me sad. So I might find a piece of I don't know. I'm figuring it out as I go along. All right, let's see. Where did I do it on there? It's about there. Give myself a little space. And I'm just crossing my fingers that my bobbin doesn't run out too. Of course, it would have made more sense if I actually did that right on the black, but that's alright. It'll still be cute. Alright, and here. Which is, just kind of want them to be about the same, that's all. But if they're not glued exactly the same, I don't know. It'll be close. It'll be on there. That's the important thing. All right, now we can move to the cover. I'm going to start on the back in case there's any issues, because I have never done this on... Oh, shoot. How does she do it? Because, how in the world... I just need a little more space right here. Let's start with this. Doesn't hate me quite so much as it did the first time through. Okay, caught that side, that's good. And I want to do it here. Problem is I can't bend this book. I can't. And it would be too far going this way. How people, how do you do it? So I guess Carla generally probably, like when Carla Frizzell, when she does it, she probably only has one cover at a time that she's working on. She probably doesn't have them together like this. Alright, let's try this on this side, get this part done here. I'm gonna have to bend this book a little bit. That's the only way I'm going to be able to do it. My problem right here is I have the tape. The mailing tape is the problem that I had there, is why it didn't want to do that for me. So I may only be able to do the edges and not do this part because there's just mailing tape there, so but that might be a good thing. But we've gone through on here, so not as much stitching going to get done on there as I was hoping, but that's all right. Let's stick this in here and see how it's looking. I have that out of the way. Alright, I am gonna want to cut this down in here because I don't want that whole thing sticking out. Alright, let me go ahead and pause, and that's glued on there too, so it should stay, and we've got it at least sewn in one place. That's all the sewing I'm gonna be able to do with that, I think. So, excuse me while I try to work my mind around this. Alright, let me turn this off, and I'll pause and be right back. Okay, I've trimmed off the ends here because I just didn't like them hanging over the edge there. And this still hangs over a little bit, and I haven't decided if I'm going to cut that down or not. I think I will. Let's try it. Fingers crossed. I'm going to use these pinking shears to do it. Yeah, it's a little bit better. If I can just keep it straight, that's the hard part. There we go. Yay. Okay. Let me throw that out. It's tipped over, I just realized. My little bin of random stuff. So let's see, while I was paused, I did that and turned off the alarm so it stopped going off, and reminded my son to get a shot and told my cat to stop eating paper. So there was that. All right, now I just need to figure out, and I might ink this so that it's not quite so white too, although it's kind of fine like that too, because he's got the black and white on his. So I love the salvage, I don't know. It is just pretty without, and you know it's not going to keep fraying from there, so it's really cute. Let's see. Not crazy about this against that. But it's not horrible either. See, if I had known I was going to do this, I would have, or I could do, this is another thing I thought about doing. And I'm doing it now. Just so I don't have to see that against that, because I don't mind it against that. And then it kind of doubles that up too. So yep, let's go ahead and do that. I wasn't sure if that's what I was going to do or not. I thought about making that a pocket, but I want strength. I want it to be strong. So I'm going to wish that my glue would work when I take the pin out. When I actually remember to put the pin in and I take it out and it doesn't work, that's really annoying. You know what I'm saying? And then before I do anything with this, I need to make sure this glue dries completely. Once I get it all glued together, or it will just keep getting looser and looser. Also, I'm going to go ahead and glue that over like that, which will give this a nice clean edge. All right, here goes nothing. Trying something I've never tried before in binding a book. And if you're interested, this will be for sale, so you know, if you want to buy it and practice binding like this yourself, or you just like Halloween and like a really fun, colorful journal, there will be a flip through once I'm finished. I've got some more work to do on it, I think is what I was trying to say. Alright, is that... Oh good, I gave myself plenty of room. So I'm just gluing this just onto this part right here and leaving the fabric free to just give me a little bit of space there. So that's what that's supposed to look like, not with glue on the front page. That wasn't supposed to happen. I see. We have a little bit of overlap. I need to, now that I've just done that. That's where I want it straight. More important that be straight. Now that I've said this, I'm so lame. You've seen I've had to tear it apart and put it back together. Alright. Just want to come right under there. There. There we go. So that is our weird little hinge we have going on in the front. Weird, cool. Time will tell. You can always put a little pocket on here too. On either side you could have a little pocket. But what's kind of cool is this looks kind of pretty against the more tan colors, because the background is similar to that background, and these look pretty against there. But the black looks pretty against there too, with the blues and the oranges and the blacks. So that's fun. And we seem to be holding together okay. I may put a third one in here, we'll see. I mean, these are all in here good. I'm not worried about these. It's just the rest of it, I don't want anything bad to happen to it. I want it to last. I want it to be a journal someone can use and have fun with and last. Okay, let's come over here. And let's go ahead and fold this page in. We'll still have our fun little pumpkins showing over there. Probably didn't need to that. All right. And we're gluing and we're gluing, and let's not go to the other side of it and make a mess over there. That wouldn't be good. And I worked hard to make sure that the two signatures were flush against each other with their hinge in there. And I think I did a decent job. I think I did. All right, I think I did a good job on that. And then we're going to attach that right there. See, that actually looks cute with the black. That's all right. I'm going to do this side because I think I have less coverage on this side. So I won't be overlapping my glue so much. So I've got some fun pages in here that I had, you know, just waiting for the perfect book. And this was it. This was the perfect book for some of the pages I had waiting for their new home. This is their new home and they're loving it. Okay. Okay. This time I have it a little bit too, nope, got it right. It's just, first off, let's trim that. There we go. And make sure that sits right. All right, now I'm going to leave this be for a little bit so the glue can completely dry, and you know, playing with it won't cause it to run amiss. So I will be moving on onto a new project, and if I do something interesting with that, I'll turn the camera on again. I'll see. Isn't that cool? And then, you know, just with the colors in there, and then this fun crow book I found to put in there. And see, yeah, these dyed pages that I had were just so fun in here. Have some more. I know there's more. Oh, there's that one, the blue and green. And what else do I have? I know I said I was going to let it rest. There we go. That one's fun. The blue and yellowish. So, yep. All right. I'm going to let this sit, dry, and then I will work in it and have fun adding to it pockets and fun stuff. And it's not like super thick, which is nice because, you know, October is only a month long. How much journaling you're going to do? Although you could use it for each Halloween and just kind of be like, okay, 2020 Halloween, this is what we did. And you know, you could just follow all your Halloweens in here too. So yeah, and you could even have, yeah, it just could be fun. All right, have a delightful day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed seeing this weird way that weird or new or really awesome, or I don't know, we'll see. I don't mind doing the 3-ring thing. I don't know. I don't know. It's always nice to come up with something new, right? And then there's a nice flexible spine there with a little bit of room to grow. Let's hope it lasts. Maybe I'll have to just keep it so I can make sure. Have a delightful day. Love you guys.